Well, hello there, viewers. I'm Steve, your storm tracker from Twistcast Storm Team and the Chattanooga Weather Desk. We're talking about several weather events that is coming up over the next few days, and this is going to be a very short-term forecast video, so I hope that you can enjoy it while you're here watching. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will answer those questions as much as possible. Let's go and get you started. And with that being said, I'll go ahead and do the screen share. Okay, the first thing I want to start off with is tomorrow's Twistcast update. This is by the Twistcast Storm Team forecast lab that I've researched. And as you can see here, a very brand new map out to play. And as you can see, this is the Twistcast Storm Team map of 2015. And it's got anywhere from yellow all the way to orange to turquoise green and to red being the highest color. And as you can see, the good news is there is no red to talk about. However, it still doesn't rule out the chance of seeing some pretty nasty weather. And as you can see here, as I'm showing it to you live right now, anywhere from Albuquerque, Texas, all the way on up into Oswego, Kansas, and into parts of Nebraska, severe weather is possible throughout the day tomorrow. And that's basically along a very strong dry line that's going to be making its way out of the plains and in through parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, even as we go in through the day on Wednesday. Now, we're talking about a lot of moisture. However, what has happened here, now I know a couple of days ago you might have seen some coverage anywhere from the mid-Atlantic southwest all the way on up into some parts of the Tennessee Valley. That has been cut back. The main reason why is because we have high pressure, really a good blocking, if you will, that's keeping most of this active weather back off toward the west, like near Nashville to Memphis. That's where the lighter yellow color is, and that's where showers and thunderstorms will possibly develop, and there could be a few renegade pop-up strong thunderstorms on Thursday afternoon, or actually on Wednesday afternoon. Now, as we get back on into parts of Memphis, Tennessee, back over into Arkansas, these areas at main concern for the possibility of a bit better chance of severe weather. Now, I don't want to say tornadoes is going to be out there. However, we do not want to rule one out, especially as the jet stream kicks in across the plains, and we got a lot of that moisture that is kind of windowing in with that stationary boundary. That is what is poised for showers and thunderstorms and the chance for severe weather. But the orange here, as you can see, large hail, 1 to 2 inches in diameter. We've already seen that in a lot of places today. Huntsville, Alabama, some parts there just south, reporting up to 3 inches in diameter hail and covering and a very good, probably 1 inch covering of the ground. So that's a lot of hail when it comes to one thunderstorm. The storm was moving about 5 miles per hour off to the north-northeast. Now, as you can see here, there could be some large hail, 1 to 2 inches in diameter. Plus, don't want to forget about the plus amounts. Not every hail size is going to be the same as forecasted. Some could be a lot bigger, depending on the strong updraft. Also, damaging winds 60 to 80 mile per hour is possible here, and that's anywhere from Nebraska, especially down in through parts of Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle, where the dry line is setting up. And it looks like a little bit of that may actually try to get across the Missouri Boot Heel before the night's over. Now, with moisture increasing a bit more off to the west, I would say, with the stronger jet stream influence, I would say where the turquoise green shaded area for tornado risk is, I think that is going to be where the best chance appears to be at this moment for the possibility of a few tornadoes. And again, that is just a little bit of a short term of what's going on right now. Now, I want to go ahead and take a look at the WeatherTap models here. There's a lot that's going on with the WeatherTap. First of all, let me go ahead and go to regional radar and kind of give you a downplay of what is going on across the nation. We have an active storm system, and again, it's mainly along that very strong cold front, or that very strong stationary boundary that is setting up right now. As you can see, quite a few warnings here. Flash flood and flood warnings all across West Tennessee. And all this activity is moving through West Tennessee to the southeast into Alabama and into parts of northwest Georgia. Now, as you can see, here's that big blocking I've been telling you about off to the northeast. It has really blown off, the dry air is really blown off the showers coming off the coastline. And then, of course, you have a little bit of shower activity going on up into the north. However, where you see this green, these oranges and reds, well, that's where showers and thunderstorms are moving across at this time. And as we take a look more further off to the south, you'll see those showers and thunderstorms deteriorating as they move a little bit more off toward the south and toward the west. Let me go back to the national image if it's possible here. But again, here's those showers and thunderstorms. There's some explosive severe thunderstorm warnings as we speak right now from Oklahoma to east parts of Oklahoma. And this is where really they don't need any severe weather because they're just now cleaning up from tornadoes. And let me go ahead and show you some of the warnings that are in effect right now with some of these storms. First of all, let's go to Tennessee where the stationary boundary is setting up. There is some warnings for the Tennessee Valley right now, West Tennessee under some warnings. Still a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for southeastern Lauderdale County in southeastern Tennessee, Tipton County in southwestern Tennessee, and southwestern Haywood County. So if you're in those counties, including around the northwestern Lafayette County, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning until about 9:30, and this is for large hail, ping pong ball size, and up to 60 miles per hour winds. These storms are moving southeast at 50 miles per hour, so it's a good idea to go ahead and make sure that car is in the garage. Do not try to go out in a storm such as this, getting pounded by ping pong ball size hail. You'll need about 12 bottles of aspirin before it's over. So it's going to be a dangerous night out there. Also, be advised, there's still some severe thunderstorm warnings moving through Alabama right now. Tacoma County, I think that severe thunderstorm warning is being canceled, but as you can tell here, radar showing a large hail core still existing, and this is for southeastern Colbert County. A severe thunderstorm warning moving through there. Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, Tuscombe. Then you have Littleville, Leeton, Colbert Heights, LaGrange, Spring Valley, Northwest Alabama, and then the regional airport in White Oak under a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, there are some renegade cells popping up. Matter of fact, this is a new warning that just had popped up. Well, actually, this is a warning that just did expire. However, DeKalb County, Alabama, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning still, and the list just goes on and on and on and on, and it appears to be doing so for the next few hours as the SPC does have a severe thunderstorm watch out for a portion of the region. And that's kind of what I want to show you real quick is that severe thunderstorm watch. However, some new warnings to talk about, and as I here, you'll see that dry line is setting up really, really well. Showers and storms have developed anywhere from the northern Texas panhandle and into parts of Oklahoma. This activity will build as we go in through the day tomorrow, so watch out around Kansas and again Nebraska. These are where storms may seem to be. Now, what I'm a little bit concerned about is the jet stream feature, and I'm going to show you why that is here in a few minutes. But what I'm actually looking at is a little bit of tornado potential. I didn't add it to the map. It's already added to the map for the overnight hours and through the day tomorrow, so that will pretty well cover it. But I'm a little bit worried about maybe a bit of a tornado potential somewhere around here in the stronger cells once they get agitated with that very strong jet stream. And again, you will not believe how strong our jet stream is when I show you that very shortly. First off, our first stop to the Storm Prediction Center for mesoscale discussions. There is none in effect, so that's really good news to get started off. And as I go on back here, you'll see that the SPC does have the continued risk of severe weather anywhere from Memphis, Tennessee, down through Atlanta, Georgia. And then anywhere from the Florida Panhandle back over into Texas and Oklahoma, marginal risk of severe weather. Noticeably here, slight risk of severe weather for Oklahoma, and that's for large hail damaging winds. And not to mention, they're saying it's a 2%. They're saying it's a less percent of tornadoes, but I wouldn't doubt that there could be an isolated tornado somewhere in Oklahoma. So make sure that you always keep in track, listen to that no weather radio, and be prepared to go to a basement or interior room should a tornado warning be issued for your area. So, and again, that's within the Oklahoma area for today. Now, here's the day 2 outlook by the SPC. Again, pretty well got what I've been expecting. SPC is doing an absolutely fantastic job because, number one, those are the bigger guys, but you can see anywhere from Iowa down through Oklahoma, severe thunderstorm potential, and there's only about a 15% here. But again, I do expect a gradual increase in that a little bit later on today. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure, and I'm sure my Twistcast Storm team will keep you updated. There is a severe thunderstorm watch. This is for Oklahoma. Just in case you are joining along with us, if you don't really know what a watch is, that means that conditions are favorable for severe weather in and close to the watch area. And a severe thunderstorm watch has been issued for southwestern, central, and eastern Oklahoma, a small part of northwest Texas, the Red River Valley, and then this is also for damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour, very large hail, 2.5 inches diameter or more, also possible. And again, SPC is thinking that as the ingredients increase, things will likely decrease rather quickly as the strong cold front, or as a very strong pocket of cold air really tries to cut off the severe weather machine for the overnight hours. And we'll start seeing that probably within a couple of hours or so. All right, my next stop is going to be the Weather Prediction Center. That's where I usually go for another updated look at latest map. And as you can see, here's the front for today. Again, that stationary front anywhere from the mid-Atlantic back over into the plains. And there's what's causing the severe weather, as I've told you, that dry line. And as that moisture draws northward here around the Brownville, Texas area, you see the cold air that's coming from here to here is starting to cut everything off. So eventually the severe weather in Oklahoma and parts of the Texas Panhandle will start weakening, and we'll start seeing more of a quieter night. But again, that stationary boundary draws more moisture upward, and all that moisture begins to push that stationary boundary across the lower Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, and then again a stronger setup of a dry line. And guys, this is a very weary day I'm kind of concerned about, especially anywhere from the center of Oklahoma here and extending all the way on up into Missouri and back down. I'm a little bit concerned between the cross section of the winds, the moisture that's pushing its way north. It looks like there could be a chance for some stronger supercell activity along this region. So we'll have to keep an eye on that closely and make sure that everybody stays safe there. Now, as the front draws into Tennessee, again, things will remain high and dry through early Thursday. Showers and thunderstorms will continue along the Gulf Coast. And then it looks like Friday, we'll start seeing that stronger storm system get its act together. But it may be Saturday before we see anything here in the Tennessee Valley short-term forecast-wise. One more stop I want to show you, and this is once again the jet stream forecast I would like to take you to. I want to try to get to all my bookmarks here, and let me see what I've got going on. All right, let's see here. All right, here we go. All right, here's the jet stream forecast I want to take right now, and this is why we're seeing so much activity, why we're seeing so much strong weather. And as you can see here, for today, the jet stream is kind of draped up and over the Canada region, all the way back down, sloping through the Ohio Valley. You see the colder, the drier air that I told you about. It's starting to push its way in, so that's what's going to weaken the severe weather in the overnight hours, so cooler and drier winds. Now for Thursday, not necessarily the case. Actually, for Wednesday, you'll see that one or two impulses are going to be responsible for severe weather here along Texas, parts of Arizona, and then right on up in this area through Missouri, Kansas, and then up here looks like we could see stronger areas of severe weather. Now, as we go into day 3, there's the cross section of the wind I told you about. Remember the closer the isobars, you see how they kind of squaggle and squiggle along here. Right there's that cross section, and what I'm kind of concerned about is these converge. As these converge in, there's going to be a lot of these cells that we're going to have to start watching closely, as they could become rapidly rotating storm cells along that front. Now, the jet stream then pushes through Friday and Saturday, and that again is going to be the extreme cause for the severe weather potential Friday and Saturday for the Tennessee Valley, Ohio Valley, and then it looks like it'll shift northeast as possibly some colder weather and even a nor'easter for parts of New York, with another yet stronger but weaker storm system coming through the Tennessee Valley by day 10. Here's the air mass temperatures, just to kind of give you an idea how warm things will be. Again, a lot of that cooler air are going to settle in tonight. That's what's going to make our severe weather die down. But now tomorrow, a little bit of that warm weather starts moving its way back on up into Oklahoma, back into the Texas Panhandle. Could see some good hail producing storms with that. But again, here's my concern for day 3. As you can see, day 3 here is looking a bit concerning. Later on in day 3, showers, thunderstorms, and again, where you see that big round circle, that's the crossing of the winds, the rotating counterclockwise wind flow, and that's what's going to bring our possibility of severe weather for the plains and the middle parts of the plains. Now, for day 7, the warmer air starts to increase more, not only from Oklahoma, but we're looking at Texas and adding Missouri under that, and that looks like it's going to be the cause for their severe weather, as that jet stream once again meets that criteria, and those fast-moving winds once again causes the blast of severe weather to come through. Now, what I think will happen here is I think more of the nasty, stormy type weather is going to remain more off to the south. That's good news. Once these storms try to get into the Tennessee Valley, looks like our chances for severe weather is going to be very minimal to slight at best for the weekend, and it's all because of the colder air that's going to be cutting off the section winds. But even though the Cape will be high, and even though the dew points will be high, that'll only be the chance for a good heavy squall line with a couple of thunderstorms possible advancing into Chattanooga. And again, we'll keep an eye on that for you the next several days. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please remember to stay tuned to Twistcast Storm Team as well as the Tennessee Storm Watch page. Remember to have your no weather radios handy. If there's ever a watch issued for your location, please make sure to have that no weather radio handy and to draw that application out, and because watches can also be dangerous, especially with approaching storms, whether it be a tornado or severe thunderstorm watch in the area. But again, just have your no weather radio handy. Even have an application on your cell phone handy that alerts you of any severe weather. You can go to your local news station on a website and do that. And if there's any severe weather, such as a severe thunderstorm, if caught outside, maybe golfing or taking your dog for a walk, maybe even hanging out with your friends, make sure to find yourself not under a tree. There's been plenty of incidences of people getting struck by lightning under trees, but make sure you go inside a sturdy structure and away from windows, because once those winds start kicking in, those fast-moving winds can blow inside the glass, and the next thing you know, it can really put some pressure on it, and the glass can break, especially if there's any hail that is involved. In lightning storms, make sure you unplug all electrical appliances not needed. Even if you are not using them, please unplug them. Do not try to cook anything while a lightning storm is happening. Do not even try to be on a plugged up computer. Lightning can strike and will follow electricity immediately, and lightning is quite powerful. Also, if outside, do not be near any bodies of water. Make sure you stay away from lakes. Do not try to go and try to take showers during lightning storms either, because lightning is electricity and electricity can follow water. And as always, water and electricity does not mix. Have yourself a great night. Please be careful out there. Mind all and heed all warnings, especially having no weather radio handy. It helps. Even though it may wake you up and annoy you like crazy, it's still helpful to have a no weather radio. Have yourself a great night. Be careful out there and stay tuned.